Hey you guys, so welcome to my weekly tarot and astrology forecast for the week of April 27th to May 3rd. It's Monday through Sunday. So I'm just gonna be working with 3 different decks today than I have so far. These are my newest decks, so I'm really excited to share those with you guys. I've only done a few readings with them so far. As such, I may be looking at the book or reading the books to the tarot decks as a part of that, because when I'm newer to a deck, I really like to go by the artist, the tarot reader, creator's interpretation, because everyone has their own unique interpretation, and so each tarot deck creator creates the archetype based on their own rendition of that. So I think that deserves being paid respect to, and it's just really fun. It's just nice to get a different feel for these same archetypes that we all are familiar with. So I'm going to be working with the Moonology deck first. So I really wanted this deck for a long time, and I finally got it. Just came in the mail. And this is in order to pick up the astrological energies that are at play. So obviously it's Taurus sun season right now, and we just had a Taurus new moon last Wednesday, Thursday. So it was a really great time to set new intentions last week. And so this week, as we move into the crescent moon, the moon is waxing, it's getting bigger and closer to full again. So those new moon intentions are slowly growing like a seed bursting from the earth. They're slowly starting to take life. And so this reading will be on, the building of those energies as well as the new energies that are coming in for this week. So the Moonology deck, like I said, really great for picking up astrological energies. And I just really love it for, the importance of the moon cycle. So not just astrologically, but just each phase that the moon goes through, how important that is and what that means for our lives. So let's see here. Pulling for the collective. So what the collective needs to hear right now is to be in the energy of the cardinal moon. So cardinal energy is Libra, Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer. So it's a very direct, moving forward energy, a very problem solve it sort of energy. Doesn't like to bounce around, likes to move forward. So we're in that energy for this week, which I think is really cool for following a new moon. Makes sense, right? And what it says in the card is be bold and make the first move. So you can't fully really see that there. That's okay, you can see it a little bit. So basically what that means is that we should just be really moving in the energy of forward motion this week. And if there's any sort of ideas that we've had about changing things for the future, whether it's in our relationships, our careers, our personal habits, our expression of ourselves and our purpose in the outer world, that this week is a really great time to make that first move, and that fortune favors the bold. So that's not always the case, but this week that's the case. So I think that's really beautiful, really important. And I'm going to read what it says here in the book. Okay, so it says, in order to attune your energy with this moon, the mantra for this is, I am taking charge of my destiny. Love it. Meanings for this card: be bold and follow your heart and emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. So Ganesha is the remover of obstacles in Hindu religion or spiritual faith. And so you can ask Ganesha, or whatever that the equivalent of that is for you. You can ask to have your obstacles removed so that you just experience this straightforward energy right now. What else does it say? It says, now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some sort of way. Step up as a leader. Wow, that's beautiful. So yeah, I really see that resonating with a lot of us in our collective. A lot of us are, we lost our jobs, or our jobs have really changed, or it's a time to, refocus our efforts elsewhere, or we're just, analyzing everything from afar as we've been into this quarantine time. So this quarantine time has allowed us this big cosmic pause on our planet. And so while we're in this pause, it's been a really great time for people to really reflect inwards and really, notice what is important to them in their personal lives as well as in society. So, we all know that it took a lot of different things going wrong and going right and all those types of labels that we like to place on things in order to get to the place that we are at right now. And so, many of us are realizing a lot of the things, a lot of the ways that we've been doing business and a lot of the ways that we've been existing on this earth, having relationships, just really isn't natural and it really isn't sustainable. So as we've had this pause where we've had a really huge sort of backing off of our normal activities and the way we normally spend our energy, this has given us this time to reflect on all these things, on what we actually really want when things return back to normal. How do we want that normal to look? While we're in this great incubating time, what can we do to really realize how we want to make our lives better? And so we've been talking about this each week, about these big reflection periods. And I feel like now we're getting to the point after this new moon and further along into the quarantine and this whole collective energetic shift that we're all going through is, okay, I've realized it, I've spent the time on it, and now I know what's important to me, I know what I want, I know what I'm worth, I see the vision for how I can reset my life and redefine my life, and I just have to act on it, I just have to put it into motion. So this card is saying, whatever that is, be bold and just speak it into existence. So, if you want a raise from your boss, or you want a new position because of all the hard work you've been doing during quarantine, ask for it. Just be bold and ask for it. Don't wait for it to come to you. Don't, just like think about it or, kind of whisper about it and drive yourself crazy, or your family member, whoever is listening to it, you go back and forth, or, even like kind of passively maybe applying for jobs and, not really putting yourself out there in a bold way. This is all about like really stating to the universe and those around you, like, this is what I want. Maybe it's like a new business. Maybe you thought of a new business during this time. And so, this would be that power and that courage to say, hey, I deserve the best investors. This is an amazing idea, and I'm going to ask for this, or I'm going to go to this level. Same for our relationships, our family relationships, our love, our romantic relationships, everything. If we're in some sort of friendships or partnerships or projects with people, this is a time to be assertive and say, this is the role that I want to play, and this is what I think I have to bring to the table, and I know that I'm good at this, and I know that I'll have success. And I love that energy. I think that's beautiful. It's just very taking all the lessons forward type of energy. All right, so next energy is going to be from the Psychic Tarot deck, and this one's a really fun deck. There's the traditional tarot in here, plus a few extra cards thrown into the mix. Okay, so what does the collective need to hear about this energy further? Oh, wow. It goes really well, actually, with what I just read. This is recognition and reward. I believe this is the Three of Wands. So there you go. We've done all this soul searching. We've done all this analyzing. We've done this stepping back and realizing, oh, wow, what I'm really worth and what I really bring to society and what I really want. And yada yada, everything in that vein of truth, and realizing like, okay, I wanna ask for it, and I want to assert it and speak it into existence and make it real, and I want to receive recognition and reward for this. I want more recognition and reward, because it's, that could seem very egoic, but it really doesn't have to be seen that way, because there is benefit that comes with receiving recognition and reward beyond ego. When you receive recognition and reward for the good work that you're doing and the purposes that you're serving and our various areas of life, it's a motivator to keep doing it. It's how we know that we're moving in the right direction, and that feels good to everybody, no matter who you are. And that doesn't have to do with ego. That just has to do with feeling like you belong and that you're receiving praise from the outer world as well as spirit to keep going in that direction. And that's a really good thing. That's a beautiful feeling, that confirmation. Also, something beautiful that comes with recognition and reward is just being substantiated for all of our hard work. There's no such thing as a free lunch here on planet Earth. Everything is energy. And so, if we're constantly giving at a certain level, and what we're receiving back is slightly less than what we've been giving, then it's definitely a time to look at what we're being compensated for and how we're being recognized for that. If we're absolutely killing ourselves, breaking our backs for our jobs or our families or our relationships or whatever it is, and we are not receiving recognition or reward back for that, then why even do it at all? Maybe it's something is better aligned for us. Maybe, once again, seeing this as a confirmation versus a boosting of the ego, because that's how often it can be taken. But I see this really here as, just using recognition and reward as a confirmation that we're in the right space, we're around the right people, and we are receiving back the energy that we are giving, which is nothing egoic about that. That's just taking care of your vessel and having healthy boundaries so that you can continue to serve your purpose. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, so last card here. We're going to take it from the Animal Spirit Tarot. And I'm going to put all of these decks in, I'm going to list them all in the description. So if you guys are interested in seeing which decks it is that I worked with today and who the artists were that created these, then you can just check that out in the comments. Okay, so what does Spirit want us to know? How can Spirit communicate to us through animal energies about what we need to know for this week? All this forward-moving energy. Wow. Very powerful energy. The eagle. Eagle's super triumphant energy. Super powerful. The eagle is a predator. The eagle is, top of the food chain in a lot of ways. And the eagle is very smart. and sees everything with a bird's eye view. That's one of my favorite things about the eagle, is that it's always said that the eagle sees things from that long-term view, that very objective, big picture view. So Spirit is trying to tell us something about that eagle energy of, you know, moving forward, knowing the bigger picture, and having this powerful, courageous confidence of an eagle. An eagle doesn't stutter step when they're, you know, about to catch their prey. They just, they see it from afar and they swoop in, and they do it perfectly and elegantly. And so I think that that is definitely something Spirit would like us to embody. Let's just see what the symbol is that I'm looking for here. The eagle, of course, is associated with the air element, being a bird. Most birds are associated with the air element. So, here we are, somewhere in here. Eagle, there we go. Okay, so this is what it says about the eagle. All-pervading power, truth seeker, and transforms karma. Beautiful. Comes, I think, right at the end, yeah. Awesome, of this, the air series here. Okay, so it says the noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. Beautiful. I love that. That goes along so well, you guys. So it's about, you know, using the mind, the air element, you know, everything that we've been analyzing and reflecting on and realizing and having epiphanies about, whether it's our own inner lives or our outer lives or the world or, once again, our work, our relationships, whatever it is, using those mental lessons and those epiphanies and realizations and bringing it into the fire element where it, boom, sets forward and becomes motion. It becomes real and it bursts forward into it with confidence and its pure manifestation. So it goes from air element thought and realization and epiphany and understanding, deep understanding, and shifts into, okay, now I'm changing and I'm putting it out into the world through the fire element, that like strong, like, you know, that strong fire element, that self-will, that desire, very cardinal energy here, right? Moving forward. And then here, recognition and reward, like really pursuing those things, knowing our worth. Beautiful, I love it. And then it says, when in balance with the eagle energy, we are bright, we are radiant, and we accept challenges. Because challenges can be fun, you guys. Challenges are where we learn and where we grow and where we have the opportunity, the divine opportunity to reach the next level. A lot of times we see challenges as, oh no, something bad happening to me. Why again? Why this? Why me? You know, that sort of mentality. But challenges are actually a gift from God. They are a blessing because your guides only give you what they think you're ready for and what you can handle. It's like a gift from God saying, you're ready. You're ready to level up. I know you just experienced that challenge and you just leveled up, but that's how amazing I think that you are and how strong I think that you are and powerful and purposeful, that you're already ready for that next level up, because here's the challenge. And the next level is on the other side of that challenge. So I think that's beautiful. It makes total sense. It says when this element is out of balance, we can be controlling, you know, which we want to look out for when we're being ambitious. We're really, you know, seeking all these things out. The other side of that, the negative side, can be sometimes we can be controlling and obsessive. So we want to stay in that relaxed still, you know, contemplative more mentality while we're manifesting. And then it says to bring this energy into balance, step into the unknown. Wow. I love that too. So, you know, this is like us all taking this collective leap together as a collective, as a culture, as a society, taking this leap together. We're going to try something new. You know, everything that we've learned these past few months, this really odd time, this strangely spiritual time in our country and our world's history, let's take those lessons and create something new together. Like we didn't experience this alone. We did experience it at a certain level alone, but we all experienced this at the same time. And that's really unique. Very seldom do we all experience in the whole world a very similar type of energy and have this kind of time and space to reflect on things. And so, you know, I think it's saying that like no one knows what the future is. And so what we have to do as empowered beings with lots of beautiful messages and purposes and energy, we need to be okay with stepping into the unknown and realizing that we are the new leaders. We are, you know, these next movers and shakers, because this is the blank slate and anyone can create anything in the blank slate. I love that so much. And then also, you know, part of that fearlessness energy, moving forward energy of like, you can think and plan all day long about what the future is going to look like, but nothing will get you there. It's just stepping into it with confidence and being like, I'm ready. I'm prepared because I know. I learned the lessons. There's nothing in the world that can make you more prepared for anything than if you know your lessons. It's not about how many facts you have memorized, what information do you have, what are your accolades, does someone like you, not like you. Those things mean nothing when you show up with the right energy. The right energy can transform any story at any time. It can transform any wish, any desire, any emotion at any time. So being able to step into the unknown and create that energy anywhere you go and know that you're okay because you bring the vibe. You don't need to worry about what vibe you're stepping into. You don't need to know the vibe that you're stepping into or the future that you're stepping into, because you are bringing it with your forward moving energy and confidence and knowing your self-worth. I love it. Beautiful, you guys. So just a 3-card draw today. These can get kind of long, so I wanted to keep it short and sweet, under 30 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I love hearing what you guys had to say in the comments below. Would love if you gave it a like, if you subscribe, if you're not a subscriber already. And lastly, if you feel like, if you feel like this could benefit someone that you know, a friend or a family member, please feel free to share it with them or post it on any of your social media outlets. I'll be posting my email address below as well if you would like to reach out to me personally for a one-on-one reading, or if you just have any questions about anything else, tarot or astrology related. Okay, well, that concludes everything. Thank you guys so much, and good luck. I look forward to seeing you guys next week and hearing how everyone's weeks went with their beautiful manifestations. All right, peace, one love. Mwah.